What if I told you that younger women are not always drawn to youth, looks, or charm, but to something far deeper? Something most older men already have, but sadly, many don't know how to use. It's experience. It's maturity. It's the kind of stability and calm presence that only time can build. This is why younger women often find older men incredibly attractive. But here's the hard truth. Most older men sabotage themselves. Instead of leaning into their natural strengths, they make mistakes that completely destroy attraction. They turn what should be an advantage into a disadvantage. And the result? Frustration, disappointment, missed opportunities. But it doesn't have to be this way. Because when you understand these mistakes and avoid them, you won't just change how women see you. You'll change how you see yourself. Today, on the Stoic Flame, we're going to break down the 7 most common mistakes older men make with younger women. And if you stay with me until the end, you'll learn how to step into your true power. The kind of power that doesn't chase validation, but naturally commands respect. Let's start with one of the biggest mistakes, and it happens the second many older men meet a younger woman. They idolize her. Picture this. You meet someone vibrant, full of life, and maybe even a little intimidating. Immediately you panic. You think, I can't mess this up. She's way out of my league. And from that thought alone, the dynamic shifts. You start overcompensating. You become overly polite, overly agreeable. You play it safe with boring conversation, trying desperately to look perfect. But instead of impressing her, you become forgettable. The truth is, women don't fall for the man who puts them on a pedestal. They fall for the man who stands beside them as an equal. Idolizing her only signals insecurity. It tells her that you don't believe in your own value. And insecurity, no matter how well hidden, is exhausting. If you want to fix this, normalize your interactions. Talk to younger women without treating them like rare prizes. See them as human beings with flaws, quirks, and imperfections, just like you. Because when you stop idolizing her, you free yourself from fear. And when you're no longer afraid to lose, you finally start to win. Now, imagine you're in a great conversation with a younger woman. Everything is flowing smoothly. Then, out of nowhere, she asks the question, "So, how old are you?" For many older men, this simple question is terrifying. They freeze, their tone shifts, their body language gives them away. And just like that, the confident energy disappears. Here's the thing, your age is not the problem. The problem is how you present it. If you act ashamed of it, she will see it as something negative. But if you own it with calm confidence, it becomes a strength. You can answer playfully. You can answer directly. The key is to answer without apology. Because when you show that you're comfortable with your age, she'll be comfortable too. Confidence reframes your age as an asset. Insecurity makes it a liability. Another mistake older men make is leading with money. Too many believe that financial success is the ultimate key to attraction. They show off their cars, their vacations, their status symbols. They offer expensive gifts, hoping to buy her attention. And while money might catch her eye at first, it never builds real connection. In fact, it often attracts the wrong kind of attention, the kind you don't want. Women who are only interested in what you can give them, not who you are. When you lead with money, you reduce yourself to a wallet. Yes, stability and success are attractive, but only when they are part of a bigger picture. The solution is simple. Let your financial success show naturally over time. Don't flaunt it. Instead, lead with your energy, your values, your presence. Because the kind of woman worth your time isn't impressed by how much you can spend. She's impressed by who you are when no money is involved. But here's another trap many older men fall into. Positioning themselves as a mentor. On the surface, it feels safe. You share advice. You offer guidance. You help her with her goals. But here's the problem. The more you step into the role of teacher, the less room there is for attraction. She may admire you, she may respect you, but she won't see you as a romantic partner. And when you finally make your move, it feels forced, even uncomfortable. Why? Because you spent too long pretending to be something you're not. If you want her to see you as a man, not just a guide, you need to show your intentions from the start. This doesn't mean being aggressive. It means creating lightness, fun, and flirtation early on. It means showing her you're more than wisdom. You're also energy, charisma, and passion. The balance between strength and playfulness is what creates attraction that lasts. Mistake number 5 is trying too hard to look young. Maybe it's the clothes that don't suit you. Maybe it's the slang that sounds forced. Maybe it's chasing trends that don't align with who you really are. Whatever form it takes, it always backfires. Instead of looking younger, you look insecure. Instead of looking confident, you look like you're running from your age. And that insecurity is far more unattractive than any gray hair or wrinkle could ever be. The truth is, embracing your age with confidence is far more powerful. A man who is well-groomed, sharp, and carries himself with presence will always stand out. Focus on being the best version of yourself at your age, not on pretending to be younger. Because what younger women actually find attractive about older men is authenticity. Then comes another mistake: overloading conversations with your achievements. So many older men fall into the trap of listing their accomplishments, the degrees, the career milestones, the successes. And while it's fine to be proud of what you've done, making it the center of every conversation kills connection. Attraction isn't built by telling her your resume. It's built by making her feel seen, heard, and understood. It's built through genuine connection. Your achievements will show themselves naturally over time. You don't need to force them. What matters most in the moment is that you're present, listening, and engaged. And finally, mistake number 7, neglecting your physical presence. Too many older men believe that personality and wisdom are enough. They stop caring for their health. They stop paying attention to grooming or style. But here's the truth. Attraction is as much about how you present yourself as it is about who you are. You don't need to look like a fitness model, but you do need to show that you respect yourself. A man who invests in his health, his grooming, and his presence sends a powerful message. He says, "I value myself." And that kind of energy is magnetic. So let's step back. The 7 mistakes older men make are simple, but costly. Idolizing her, mishandling the age question, leading with money, acting like a mentor, trying too hard to look young, bragging about achievements, and neglecting physical presence. But the real issue behind all of these mistakes is one thing: forgetting your worth. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to prove yourself. You don't need to act younger than you are. You simply need to embrace who you are, fully and unapologetically, because confidence, authenticity, and grounded presence are timeless. They don't fade with age, they grow with it. At the Stoic Flame, we believe this isn't just about dating. It's about becoming the man who commands respect in every area of life. It's about stepping into your power, not through force, but through presence. So ask yourself, where are you holding back? Which of these mistakes have been keeping you stuck? And more importantly, are you ready to let them go? Because when you do, you'll realize something incredible. You don't have to chase. You don't have to prove. You don't have to pretend. You simply have to be. And that, my friend, is the kind of man who doesn't just attract the right women. He attracts the right life. This is the Stoic Flame. Stay strong, stay grounded, and I'll see you in the next one.